Hey folks, Ghost of Cars here. Quick update on the Project TDI. I ordered a new air filter. Hopefully this thing fits. Hopefully it breathes a lot better. I went for a drive without the air filter and it made a pretty big difference right off idle. The car just wanted to move. I don't really run this car up in the upper RPMs, so I really don't care as far as like max power. I just want to get as much air as I can in the motor, as cold as I can, to help with the low end and the gas mileage. So we're gonna check that here in a second. Before we do that, I want to show you what I did. I took the mass airflow screen out. It's not super restrictive, but you can tell it is a restriction. It's pretty easy to pop out. I just used like a 1-inch open-end box wrench and smacked it from the back side. It did pull the wire out. I probably would not reuse that wire because it could suck it up in the turbo. But if you wanted to, you could always put the plastic in. I wouldn't try prying this out from the front with the screwdriver around the edges. It's very brittle, and I actually cracked my housing. Still good to use, but you don't want to crack it and have it break or anything. So smack it from the back side and just plan on that being damaged. The only side effects I've seen so far is the mile per gallon reader inside the car doesn't read very accurate. When you're first starting out, it's pretty low. I don't know if it's reading off of the airflow and that sensor's just not working right. I don't know, but when you get it going for a while, it starts to even out, and it's reading up to 48 now. 45 to 48. It really makes a big difference on what kind of road you are. I've been testing on a 2-lane blacktop, asphalt. It's pretty rough. And going into the city, I was on smooth concrete and trailing behind cars, and that's where I was hitting at 48. So I'm pretty excited to see what this air filter will do. If you want to give it a try, knock out that screen. Anything helps. The more air you get in, the better. And a third thing that you can do is block off the airbox heater, which is here in the back. Let's see if you can see that. Yep. So you have this tube right here that runs around an exhaust manifold, and the suction from the airbox just pulls air through it, kind of like an old Type 1 Volkswagen heater. It's not forced air or anything, it's just drawing from the engine through there around the manifold. And that's what this warm-up valve is right here. Is when the engine warms up enough, it closes that so you're not sucking up hot air. But I want cold air all the time, and don't really want to mess with that. So I just stuck it with a piece of tape in there, nice and snug, until I find me a nice rubber cap. It's just the third thing you can do besides descreening, block that off, gut out your airbox and get you a filter like this, and I think you'd be rolling. Now, the last thing you probably could do is open up the screen here on the bottom if you wanted more air to come in. Minimal gain. I don't want to cut the car up. It's still a nice car. This airbox lid right here. You could probably do some modification. This right here. The air comes through the little grill that I just showed you. It passes through here. And this, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Yep. It doesn't really grab the air. It's kind of like angled up while the air is going underneath. So you could probably cut this and bend it down, or just cut this off altogether so you get a little bit more forced air going into your box. The more air you can force into, the better. Just has that atmospheric positive pressure pre-compressor side that just helps it breathe better, build boost just a little faster. The faster you can build boost,